Hey, how are you guys doing? I'm Tamilynn Hancock, and I am the little engine that could. And today you're joining me on my series, My Journey of the Heart, which is my series as I go through ovarian cancer. I'm hoping that as you get to know me a little bit and go through this process, this might be something that you can share with somebody else who's going through a similar type of ovarian cancer or another type of cancer. Maybe they just have questions in general about what to expect, what to do, what's it like, what does it feel like. Maybe you're having a hard time expressing to your family what you're going through, and maybe having them watch these will help them understand where you're at. So a little bit about me. If you follow me at all on YouTube, you know that I do a lot of teaching and training on attraction marketing. I help people grow their businesses online, and I also teach about CBD oil, natural alternatives. And now I'm using my experience with ovarian cancer, where I was diagnosed on the 9th of January 2019. So today is a little over 3 weeks since I had my surgery. You can see my stomach is still distended, and I have a suture line running down the center of my abdomen. If you watched video number 4, you found out that in my case, I had to have extensive abdominal surgery, as I had what we call metastasis, meaning that the cancer had spread to some other organs. So there wasn't a spot in my abdomen that the doctor didn't clear out bits of cancer from. So needless to say, it was very, very painful. And you heard me post about what it felt like recovering in the hospital. It's taken me, a good 2 weeks since I was in the hospital before I felt strong enough now to come on and talk to you guys a little bit about what my recovery period has been. So let's go back a little bit to what are some of the things that you're going to need when you come home from the hospital. If you live by yourself, you will have to go to a rehab center. If not, you're going to need someone to be with you. You're also going to need things like this. This is a little reacher tool. And get this one specifically. I want you to look at it. There's a lot of different reacher tools out there, but this helps you put on socks, helps you pick up different things. And I got 2 of these, I think at Walmart, and they deliver them to me. I want to say 2 for $15 or $20. Those are really, really handy, because you won't be able to do little things like reach over and grab a tissue from the tissue box, put your tissue in the garbage can. You come home from the hospital, and you still have to deal with the pain. You have to find a way to get yourself comfortable. You have to keep eating. You have to keep drinking. You have to keep putting good protein and building muscle mass in your body. And you have to try to get your bowels going and everything like normal. So when you get home from the hospital, everything is different. You're weaker. And you'll notice my voice is weaker. In the hospital, my voice was very soft because of all the pain I was having abdominally. And so sometimes it was very difficult for me to speak. That's why I haven't spoke on YouTube for a while. My speaking endurance is low. My shortness of breath, and partly for me it's because I have some of that ascites that I told you about. So it makes me a little bit short of breath. So when you get home from the hospital, as I said first, you're going to need to either go to rehab or have someone stay with you. You're most likely going to need a recliner. Don't even try to get into bed right now. Get a good recliner. It's a little bit over 3 weeks out, and yesterday was one of the first times I got back in bed. I pillowed up and was able to get back in bed. But that's after 3 weeks. So that's the first thing. Second thing is take your pain medicine and take Senna S+. You need to take a stool softener every day. Any pain medicine you will be on, and you will be on If you have abdominal surgery, it takes a while to heal. It's like when you have a hysterectomy, they give you 8 to 12 weeks off from work. It's a lot of healing going on inside your body. So your endurance is down, your ability to walk is down. Do as much independently as you can. Get that pincher I showed you. Take your pain medicine. I write it down on a piece of paper. I also supplement with CBD oil. And I take my Senna S+. Anytime anybody takes a Loratab, Tramdol, whatever it is you're taking for pain, the way it works in your system is it absorbs moisture from your colon, your intestines. And so if you don't take a stool softener, you will get hard stools. And if you've had abdominal surgery, you do not want hard stool. You don't want a bowel obstruction. So please, 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 from the get-go, in the hospital, start taking your stool softener. So you need someone to help you at home. You need to take your stool softener, and you need to be getting yourself up and going to the bathroom. You need to get up and walk. You need to walk. Walking is hard, and you might only make it to the bathroom and back, but you need to walk every day. You need to increase your good protein, even if it's with supplemental shakes. You need to get some good vitamins inside you to strengthen your body, and you need to drink liquids. So those are super important. The other thing for families to know is to gather around, because there's simple things you can't do. Putting on your underwear is a tough thing to do. Because I have so much bloating going on, a lot of my dresses didn't fit, so I had to get something that didn't push on my abdomen at all. I had to change my nightgown. It had a little bit of a bodice, and it pushed in just enough. So those kind of things you'll figure out. Get yourself out to different parts of the house. Let people help you. Let people cook meals for you. You need this. You need that encouragement. Let yourself grieve through. Well, see, now that I talk about it, I'll cry. Let yourself grieve through the loss of autonomy that you do have. It's very difficult in a 3-week time to being, I can walk around, I can lift up, I can do this, to being, I can't hardly do anything. For me, I put on my makeup in the hospital. I don't have tons of makeup on, but I put it on every day because that's part of me fighting. In order for you to get through these next couple weeks, you have to fight, and your mindset needs to be strong. So let your family help you work through your grief periods and hold on to God's hand. You're going to be in pain. You're going to find out more about your surgery. You're going to find out more about your chemo. Most likely you'll get a port. A port is something that they're going to put under my clavicle in about a week and a half. And they're also going to put one down in my stomach. A port's a little bump that goes under your skin that allows them to put the chemo in systemically through your whole body, and for me, in my abdomen, instead of having to keep trying to find veins, which if you've been in the hospital, you'll be really happy for, so you're not a pincushion anymore. And then your chemo starts. For me, I'm getting 6 cycles of 3. I don't have my book in front of me to tell you which 2 I'm getting, but I have advanced stage 3 ovarian cancer, and my doctor's addressing this. You have to talk to your doctor because there are choices. If I don't treat, I would pass away in a year, even though they got 99.9 of my cancer out. As you treat more and more aggressively, the median range goes up. I could live 2 years, I could live 7 years, I could live 20 years. The only difference between what you and I know today and what we didn't know 5 weeks ago was that we didn't know we had cancer, and we didn't know we had a timeline. And one of the things I told my hospice patients was that that's the only difference between you and me. You have a timeline and I don't. And so when you don't have a timeline, you just kind of live life expecting it to be forever. When you have a timeline, you know that it could be a lot shorter because you just have a glimpse into the future. But even that timeline is a God thing. going into this whole thing knowing that God has a plan for your life. And for me, he was not surprised on January 9th, and he's not surprised today. He's not surprised when he takes me home because he's already got it planned. It's just me adjusting. So let people know that you need help. Help those that are going through this adjustment at home, because when you can't get up to get something to eat and you can't bend over far enough to reach your pain medicine, and it just gets scary and you can cry about little things. So people don't know you need help unless you tell them. So the things to expect is to get help. Please get your bowels moving. Drink your protein. You need to get good protein. Get good whey protein in there. Drink your fluids. You need to strengthen your body while you're recovering from your surgery, so as you go into chemo. Now the other thing is, Tamilynn, why are you wearing turbans? For me, I'm going to lose my hair. I love my hair. And for me, I decided I need to take as much control of my life as possible. So I started to change my makeup. I know I'm going to lose my eyebrows and my eyelashes. So I started putting eyeliner on and darkening my eyebrows more, working on my blush, because I want to try to look as healthy as possible and get used to not having eyebrows and eyelashes anymore. So what do I need to do to minimally? It takes me less than 5 minutes to put some stuff on to make me feel better. The other thing I decided to do is, I think I told you in my previous videos, I tried on some wigs and things like that. And I decided I'd do what Will Smith's wife does and other people, and find some really cool wraps on my head. So yeah, I still have hair, but I decided that I was going to control when my mind started getting used to wearing turbans. Instead of waiting until I had my first chemo and then start thinking about shaving my hair, I'm going to take control of it now and get myself used to it, because it's going to go and it will grow back. But until then, I'm going to get used to rocking some really great style turbans. So whatever fits your fancy, if it's a baseball cap, and get one that's got some hair on it. Start making some changes now. The more that you can make decisions and do things in a controlling way for your life, the better it will be for you. Because cancer has taken so much of our autonomy, our endurance, our strength. It's a big thing to walk outside and sit in a chair, whereas before I just took it for granted, right? So it's a big thing to be able to walk out in the kitchen this morning and make a cup of coffee. Things that was easy peasy for me to do is harder for me now. But I'm getting stronger every day, and so will you. So I hope you found this helpful to you. My goal for the next, tomorrow I'm going to go to a cancer education class, and then the following week I'll get my ports in and start my chemo. So I'll try to check in with you again as I go through this journey of ovarian cancer. And as I say through, do I know where my journey's going to end? No. But I'm going to go through it victoriously either way. And so can you. So I hope you found this helpful. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel and share with other people if this is information that can help someone else, if it can help you, if it can help another family member as they go through. Remember, this is just the beginning of our journey. Don't give up now. Just keep fighting forward and keep your mindset, keep positive. Hold on to God's hand. Let music restore your soul, and look into some his healing music. There's some really good healing music out there for you to be listening to. 7 tones of music that help your body heal. So look into that as well. So I'm Tamilynn Hancock. I'm the little engine that could. And you can be the little engine that could too if you just don't give up. Don't give up trying to beat your cancer. Don't give up trying to beat what you have ahead of you. You can do this if you just don't give up. God bless you. Have a great day.